we need to talk. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while and we need to do like a catch up because it's like, where have you been, girl? If you're new here, welcome to the club. If you've been here for a while, welcome again. This is just like a little catch up, life update kind of video. And I feel like I owe you guys that because I've started this channel a while back. I barely post, and it's like my first post was me being in Ghana, and the next post, boom, she's in Canada doing her 18th birthday. It's like something's not adding up. Where's the transition? So this is just like a catch up filler video to tell you guys what's been going on, what's up with me. And I'm also doing a little Q&A, so I posted a link for you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram and my Snapchat, and I got a few questions from you guys, so I'm gonna be answering that as well. So first things first, let me give you guys a little introduction to who I am, what I do, where I've been. It's like basic stuff you should know about me since you're watching my channel. My name is Toluwani Treasure Ogumoko. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I'm 18 years old and I'm a lifestyle creator, content creator-ish, getting there. And I just basically do all kind of lifestyle stuff, makeup stuff. I enjoy doing my makeup, skincare, just basic girly stuff. And not just girly stuff. I mean, if you're a guy, who cares? Just come here. And I just basically like to share some of the things I do online. I just think it's fun. I've been posting since 2022. But that was like on TikTok. I just did little stuff and I'm like, you should probably take this more seriously, you know? I'm originally from Nigeria, so I grew up in Lagos State. I've barely been anywhere else other than Lagos State, maybe a few surrounding states. So I didn't do lots of traveling back then. Yeah, I stayed in Lagos, did my high school in Lagos. I even started university in Lagos before moving to Canada. So I was going to Lagos State University. I just kind of left because I got my visa and I came to Canada to continue university. I just finished my first year in university and I want to apply to nursing school. So wish me luck, guys. I want to be a nurse. And yeah, I feel like I've been doing good enough. Well, not good enough. I've been doing good. So I've completed 2 semesters in university and I have 1 more to go before I can apply to nursing school, which is 3 years at the school I go to. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I go to the University of Manitoba, so I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, North America, Earth. Yeah. A few other things I would say I enjoy. I really like school. I like reading books. It's like something I used to do when I was younger. Now I still want to get back into it. I do crochet a bit. Wait, hold on. I'll show you guys something I'm making. I've been making this for a really long time. So it's just like a pink ruffle hat that I'm making currently. I think it's super pretty. I love it so much. I finished high school in 2021 and I finished at 15, which when in like Nigeria people usually finish at 16, but I finished a year early and I had to like wait for a while before applying to schools. I waited for a year and I applied to schools in Nigeria. Then I also waited before applying to schools in Canada because at the time I didn't know that they accepted people under the age of 16 to university at 17. And I spent about 2 years not in school. So during that time I just mainly like picked up some skills, tried new things to keep myself less busy. It was also the time I started posting on TikTok. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time. Okay, now some people might say, oh, you vlog, why didn't you post a travel vlog? I have a valid explanation for this. So I had an old phone. I was using a Samsung back in Nigeria and I vlogged. I vlogged my travel day. I vlogged a lot. Like I made TikToks that like once I get to Canada, I start dropping them like this. That was the plan. But then I got here and I changed my phone, and I don't even know what my problem was, that I did not transfer all my videos immediately. So I transferred my apps, I transferred every other thing I would need, but the videos I didn't transfer them yet because I thought, oh, I just edit them on my old phone and then post. On the day of my travel, actually, the phone like started giving me issues. So we were able to fix it, but then after I traveled and after I changed my phone, the same issue happened, and since then I haven't fixed it because it's like way expensive to fix it here. So like, what have I been doing since I got to Canada? Yeah, mainly, I mean, I came here for school, so I've been doing school. I also got a job, but I wasn't working for the first semester that I was in Canada. Actually, both semesters, because I got my job towards the ends of my finals in the second semester. So I'm currently not taking any summer classes, so I'm working. I've also been attending like school events, so a few days ago I posted on my TikTok that I went to like a science program type of thing. That was super fun. And yeah, I've just been doing school events, doing whatever, studying, and yeah, just catching up with whatever schoolwork I had to do. So that's why I've not been as active as I thought I would. So now that I'm out of school, now that I'm just like doing work, which is not every day, I'm like, yeah, I might as well just continue my YouTube channel and like become more serious with it because I really do enjoy it. So I posted on my other social media accounts that if you guys have any questions for me for the Q&A, you can send them. So I got a few questions and I just want to like start. So I'm just gonna separate the question. So if you ask the question about like school or life in Canada, I'll be answering that first, and then just other questions not related to school or work, yeah, I'll answer that as well. So my first question was, where am I from? And yeah, I am from Nigeria. Like I said, I'm originally from Osun State. I'm a Yoruba girl. Yoruba to the world. Last time I was in Osun State was like when I was 3 years old or something. So yeah, it's been a very, very long time. Fun fact, I do not speak Yoruba. My parents didn't really speak Yoruba to us growing up. We didn't necessarily have to respond in Yoruba, so English all true. That's all I know. Like, I understand little bits. Like, if you tell me something in Yoruba, I can figure it out. I cannot respond. Next question. When did I move to Canada? I moved to Canada August 2023, which was last year. I've been here for what? 10 months. I've been here for almost 10 months. That is crazy. You could say I've been here for a while. Yeah, it's been an experience, to be honest. It's been an experience. So my next question was, how is school life over there, meaning like in Canada, compared to Nigeria? So I would say there are similarities and there's differences. Thing is, I feel like the workload is more, but you're taking less classes. So back in Nigeria, because I feel like I can compare this easily because I did school in Nigeria. I did one semester first. So during that one semester, we had to take, I think it was 11 classes. And the workload wasn't so much, but taking 11 classes of those workload was a lot. So it can get pretty overwhelming. It's just, here it's like you're taking the maximum number of classes you can take is 5 classes in Canada. So if you're taking 5 classes, each one has like a substantial amount of information you need to learn. So that's like the difference. So it's still kind of balanced out. I feel like coming from Nigeria, you'd be able to balance your school life easier, or like you'll be able to transition into school here easier, because I mean it has its differences, but it's not something that would pull you back. I mean, personally, it didn't. And like the exam system is also pretty cool to me. From the class I've taken, it depends on the class as well. So you could have an exam that's all multiple choice. You could have an exam that's a mix of both. The accent wasn't really such a big change for me. I could understand everything easier. You need to have a good laptop if you're coming here. I mean, you could survive with your phone, and the school does provide laptops for students to rent. But then again, it's better to have your own laptop to be able to keep your documents, to make your notes, and just makes life easier. The due dates for stuff are always posted here. They never change. That's one thing I like about school here. Everything is defined, so you know how many questions are coming out in your exam. You know where they're coming out from. Some classes are non-cumulative, so you know that, okay, you don't really need to read the first part part of the class, or you know that, oh, you have to read everything. The exams, the number of questions are defined, the type of questions are defined. So you're not just going in there to be shocked by the questions you get, because it's easier to stay on time with things. As you've been given all the information you need, you just need to plan your life and your schedule accordingly. So, next question. This one's an interesting one. How are you able to get your visa granted, and how is the cost of living and schooling? So, funny story. Actually, did not get my visa on the first try. I didn't get it on the second try. I got it on the third try. So I was really pushing it. I'm like, I'm not giving up on this. That's the thing. You should never give up on your dreams just because of one disappointment or two disappointments in my case, because a delay is not a denial, especially if you can tell what mistakes you made. So I did use an agent on my third try. So get this, my first try, I used an agent. It flopped. The second try, I'm like, okay, I'll do it myself. It didn't work. Third try, I used an agent and it worked. So the thing is, it's not like you should use an agent or you should do it yourself. That's not what we guarantee you. The thing is, does the person doing it, whether you or someone else, they know what they're doing? The thing is, do your findings very well. Know what you're doing as well. Because even with the agent that got me my visa, I knew what I was doing because I've applied myself. So like I know that this is right or this is wrong. And I can like make calls as well myself. So don't just leave it in the hands of someone and be like, oh, it's gonna work out because they're an agent and they posted 300 people got their visa with them. You're not one of those 300. Be actively involved in your visa application process. And I think that's what really helped me get my visa granted. The thing is though, the visa application process has changed a lot since I moved here, so my information might not be up to date. For the cost of living and schooling, the cost of schooling is already like you're already told, but the thing is, things are expensive in Canada. Like, they are expensive. There's tax on everything. Like, the tax, oh my god, the tax shocked me when I got here. I'm like, they said this thing is $9.99. Why am I paying $11? They're like, oh, tax. Why? Canada is really expensive. That's what I'll just say. So if you're coming here, you need to come prepared. Know that you're going to be spending a lot. You need a good plan. Your tuition fee for the semester is determined by the number of classes you take, and each class has a price. If you're taking like 5 classes, you're going to be paying a lot, especially if those classes have labs. So yeah, but that one is clearly defined, except you have to buy external materials for your class. Okay, someone asked, can I pay my fees if I start working as a student and also pay my other bills? The easy answer, the honest answer is no, because the policy has changed. So before, IRCC lets international students work 40 hours during school. So doing that, yes, you probably could if you're like really good at saving and you're not paying much in as rent, whatever you need money for. But with the new policy, students can only work 24 hours. Some people might be able to do it, so I'm not going to just 100% dismiss it, but it's going to be very, very difficult to work and pay your tuition. Next question is, how has making friends been since you relocated? Making friends as an adult, I would say, is always going to be harder because it's like most people already have their established groups. Most people already know who they talk to. But the thing is, coming from Nigeria to Canada, it depends on the kind of person you are. If you're a very extroverted person, you probably make friends easy. If you can just walk up to someone, talk to them, and click. Specifically in Winnipeg, I would say most people aren't. That's most non-Nigerians already have their friend groups. But with Nigerians, you can always like talk to a Nigerian. You can always make friends with them. But the thing is, it also applies. So it depends on how good you are at being social, how you talk to people, how you relate with people. Personally, I'll say quality over quantity. A friend is different from an acquaintance. So if you're making someone your friend, that person should be able to have your back. You should have that person's back as well. And that's not something that is very common, or at least from what I've seen. It's not very common to see good or real friendships here. You just see people that know each other and talk to each other and hang out. Personally, I've met some amazing people here. I've also met people that are not so amazing. And I've met people that I can call my friends, and I've also met people I cannot call my friends. No shade to anyone. But yeah, it depends on the kind of person you are. Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert person? I'm an introvert, so I don't talk to many people like that. The thing is, even if you do make a lot of friends, you have to learn to enjoy your own space, because here you came to Canada alone. You don't know anyone here. Everyone came with that same mindset, so they will always put themselves first, and you should do the same. Sounds like bad advice, but it's good advice. There's amazing friendships here. There's terrible friendships here. You know what you want. You know what you're looking for in a person. Like I said, quantity over quality, quality over quantity. So if you have one solid friend, that I think that's all you need. How's life been without my family? Well, I would say, I mean, obviously it sucks to be separated from people that you care about, your family, your friends, and you're like starting over in a new place. But I feel like once you can assimilate to things here, you'd realize it's not so bad. The thing is, you always have to keep contact with people. You always have to make sure you're calling, you're talking to people, you're expressing how you feel, because distance can really break a bond if that bond isn't strong enough. So yeah, it sucks, but oh well. Okay, let's get into the fun questions. Did I attend any military school? Yes, I did. So my high school, Command Day Secondary School, that's the high school I went to. 6 years. Those 6 years were hell. But I mean, we came out, we survived, and I feel like people that went to that school, they see life differently, and then it's like a good way, in a good way. When you think like, oh, your experiences were so bad, when you come out, it's just something that you think about as like, oh, that was a sweet experience. Yeah, I did go to military secondary school and I did enjoy it. Ex-commandos, you guys, you got this. So next question is, what is my favorite book? So I used to be a reader, like I used to be an avid reader when I was like way younger. You know those, if you grew up in Nigeria, you know those small story books that's like This Person and the 12 Prince, or like Tortoise and whatever. I loved those books. I feel like that was a hobby that didn't progress smoothly, so because probably lack of access to books that I really wanted to read, or what, I can't say for sure why I stopped reading. Now I'm trying to get back into reading. If you've been following me on Instagram and on my Snapchat, you see that I post the book I've been reading. So my current read, Shatter Me. Oh my god, that book is so good. This is the book Shatter Me series. There's like 13 or 10 books in the series, so it's gonna take me a while to get there. I've read 4 books out of that, but I don't have the next book, and I'm like, this one isn't mine. I don't know. If I don't have the first book, it doesn't make sense buying the second book. So I'm thinking, should I just probably buy a standalone series, or just start a new series on my own, because I want to start like a little book collection as well. This book, it's so good. This first book was kind of what's the hype about it? Oh, it's not that good. But then when you read the second book, you start to go, you know, when you're reading and you like kick your feet, that kind of thing, or you're like you're like blushing for the people in the book. It's so good. I love dystopian type of settings, or post-apocalyptic type of books. That's what I meant to say. So anything crossed out is kind of her thoughts, and I was like, oh, that's such a unique way to write. And yeah, it's currently my favorite book then. Okay, next question. Who's your current crush? I don't have a crush. I don't have one crush. I have multiple crushes. So it's like, oh, I think this person is cute, I add them to my list of crushes. But oh well, I think we all do that. Don't judge me. And the next question is a follow-up to that. Who are you dating? Your girl is a single Pringle. She's a single Pringle, whatever they call single people. That's what I am. Honestly, I would say I'm not really looking to get into a relationship with anyone right now, just because I'm just moved here and trying to figure life out, still in the process of everything. But I mean, that could always change. Pretend I didn't do that. So the person that asked this question, it's like this person wanted to really stab me in the heart. So it's like, what was the worst year of your life and why? I actually really thought about this one. And what I say, so 2020 was like the whole lockdown stuff in Nigeria, and like I was just home a lot, got kind of depressing. And yeah, I was also going through like some other struggles then at the same time, which is kind of personal, so I probably wouldn't want to say it on here. But yeah, it was. And why, the person asked, I was going through a lot of emotional struggles. I felt like I was struggling with school. I was still doing good, but I just felt like school was becoming harder. I was feeling like I was pushing myself to do things that I would normally enjoy. I was just like down. Things, lots of bad things were just happening. At some point I felt like maybe I have like a mental disorder or something. I was probably severely depressed, to be honest. Yeah, I was really self-diagnosing then. At some point I was like, maybe I have an eating disorder, because like it got to a point I wasn't eating at all. I feel like it opened my eyes to a lot of things, because like it made me research more on mental health and just open my eyes to how it can really get bad. I'm thankful that I was okay. I'm so grateful to God for that, for bringing me out of that situation and just making me a generally happier person. Okay, a more light-hearted question. If you could get away with one illegal thing without ever being caught, what would it be? I actually thought of this one again. So yeah, get this. I steal. Not like steal from anyone. I steal from the rich people that are destroying society. I steal like a lot of money. When I say a lot of money, I'm talking billions. Like, embezzle funds from the, not embezzle because I'm doing a good thing, then I donate it to people who need it, and they will never know it was me. You get? And they will never be able to take the money away from there. And besides, it wasn't their money to begin with, it was for the people. But you guys are being bad people by stealing the money for yourself when you're already super rich. So I mean, I'm doing a good deed. I steal from them and I give it to the poor. I keep my shesha, but like not too much, just enough. Probably pay off my tuition for the remaining 4 years. Tuition fee is like, oof. A lot of people are really struggling in the world, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But people who can do something aren't doing anything, which kind of sucks. Okay, yeah, next question. This person just said, tell me a random fact. Did you know that whales, like, I don't know which type of whale, I forgot, but whales, when they die and they float to the surface, yeah, and if they like float to shore, they can kind of accumulate so much gas that they explode. I bet you didn't know that. So proud of myself for that one. I'm just too good. Okay, I think that's like all the questions. But yeah, I just want to read some little compliments I got and some funny stuff I got as well. So someone asked, are you still the most amazing human to walk the planet? Yes, I am. And that is my line. I was the one who said that. I feel like I posted that, or I said it to someone, but I can't remember. Then someone asked, what are you looking for in a guy? I am not looking. Someone said, you're kind of hot, not gonna lie. I am offended that you said kind. You should have just said you're hot. I mean, I am, but like, I can't take myself seriously sometimes. Okay, someone else said, was considering starting a relationship with you, but I barely know you. You are right, you barely know me, so do not consider it. Thank you so much. Oh, if you guys have any book recommendations, any movie recommendations, or basically anything you want me to try, anything you want to see me do, just let me know in the comments. Okay, I think that's all the questions I was gonna answer today. But yeah, I think I was able to cover everything I wanted to say in this video. I feel like I forgot something. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for supporting me, even though like I'm not the most consistent person. I'm someone who always wants to like better myself, looking for new ways to try new things, to just do better as a person, to be honest. So your encouragement and your like and your support and your comments and your subscription all means a lot to me. I love all 63 of you. Hopefully there'll be more of you at the end of this video. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.